Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Now a handoff looking right. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll set up the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Has the carry, it does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. He's got it, but I think the ball's out.
be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff as they run the counter play. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
The tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down, he'll drop the throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 49 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
2-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And when I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The 23-yard line.
Supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 15.
Second and 15. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he lets it go. He's got it at the 15.
The pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A big gain.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 50, the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him they told us still with confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That is incomplete over the middle. It's Reese. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Heavy rush, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 2. And it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Stride complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's under pressure, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
45-yard line.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
And again this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And his pass is out happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
Number 30 on the carry.
And what a big-time play there. 46 yards.
46 yards on the play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
What was going through his mind when he got the play call? He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Monarchs 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Completion to his tight end.
The pass.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Monarchs.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Vikings on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45-yard
gain. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Monarchs 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Number 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Travels out of bounds, so a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
That's the score, Vikings 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Today's final score, Vikings 42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on